A dog so smart it can learn hundreds of words and commands. Today, we're diving into the breed behind the star of our story, the Border Collie, the brainiac of the dog world. A dog so smart it can learn hundreds of words and commands. Originally bred in the border region between Scotland and England, the Border Collie was created for one task: herding sheep. Not just running after them, but making smart, independent decisions. That's why they're so ideal for obedience training. They thrive on problem solving and love having a job. Which is why Gene Donaldson's training methods are a perfect fit for this breed. Donaldson's book promotes clarity, consistency, and structure. For a Border Collie, that's paradise. They're eager to learn, and they don't get bored if the training is done right. But here's the catch: if you don't train a Border Collie, they'll train themselves. And you might not like the results. They can become obsessive, anxious, or destructive. So, what do you need if you have a Border Collie or a similar high-energy, intelligent breed? First, mental stimulation toys. Puzzle feeders, treat dispensing balls, or interactive games like Find the Treat are must-haves. Second, training tools like long leads and clickers. Border Collies are sensitive, so a gentle, reward-based system works best. Third, agility equipment. Tunnels, weave poles, or small jumps will give their bodies and minds a workout. Want to go even further? Try dog sports like flyball or sheepdog trials. They were made for this. Famous Border Collies have shown us just how incredible these dogs can be. Take Chaser, the dog who learned over 1,000 words, or the real-life sheepdog Rico, who could remember toy names and fetch them on command. And if you've ever seen a Border Collie herd geese at a baseball stadium, you know what they're capable of. But none of this happens by accident. It takes training. Daily, thoughtful, structured training. That's what Train Your Dog Like a Pro provides, and that's what makes the Border Collie shine. So if you're ready for the smartest roommate you'll ever have, one that needs as much brain work as a chess grandmaster, then the Border Collie, trained right, is your perfect match. And even if your dog isn't a Border Collie, the tools, tips, and mindset from this breed's world can elevate your training game, because every dog deserves to be trained like a pro. But what about real-life challenges? Let's say your dog barks too much, jumps on guests, or pulls like a sled dog on walks. Border Collies, and other thinking breeds, often develop these habits not out of rebellion but out of boredom and misplaced energy. That's why Gene Donaldson emphasizes real-world proofing. Not just teaching commands in the living room, but practicing them in the park, on busy sidewalks, and around distractions. She teaches how to break behaviors into tiny steps. Sit-stay becomes a superpower, and leash manners become a joy instead of a war. With this kind of approach, a dog doesn't just behave, it understands. The same logic applies to emotional balance. Smart dogs like Border Collies are sensitive to tone, routine, even facial expressions. That's why punishment doesn't work, it just creates confusion or fear. But structure and positive reinforcement, that builds trust. And trust is what training is really about. In the end, training isn't about fixing problems, it's about creating a relationship, a way of speaking the same language. And for breeds like the Border Collie, that language needs to be rich, respectful, and consistent. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and like this video if you enjoyed it. See you soon, and give your dog an extra hug today for all the love and support they provide.